said that was as far as I was going to go, but it's just occurred to me I might just unscrew this so we can see if there's any components on the other side of the board. Wouldn't surprise me if there's some sort of sound effects. In fact, I think there was when we switched it on, wasn't there? Can't remember now. That was a different video. Nope, there's nothing on the back of here other than a circuit board, but no sound effect chip or anything like that. Got a couple of capacitors there. We have got a transistor there and a couple of resistors, 3 resistors, transistor, 3 resistors, LED. Wonder what they're for. Okay, close up at the back of the board. I was just interested in these things. I suspect they may be fusible, I can't remember what we call them, but if there's too much current draw going to the motors, it may be that they will break down. Because this is the forwards-backwards motor on one side, that's forwards-backwards on the other side, and those are in circuit for the forwards-backwards. So I reckon that's what it is. I'm guessing that they will blow if the motors get jammed. But that transistor on the other side, what does that do? I've just noticed a bit more. The battery box, we've got 3 wires coming from it, so I reckon that's how we get forwards and reverse. That'll be our midpoint, and that'll be the positive end, and that'll be the negative end relative to the midpoint. So that's the midpoint, and then relative to that, one of those is positive and one of those is negative. That's the negative one. So negative, positive, and then positive. Sorry, then that one becomes negative compared to that one positive. So it's only using 3 batteries for each direction. So 3 times 1.5, 4.5 volts each way. So it's not actually using 9 volts, it's 4.5 for forwards and 4.5 for backwards. Well, I had intended to stop, but that transistor and that LED intrigue me now, especially now that I realise we've got 9 volts between the blue and the black, and 4.5 volts between the blue and the red, and the black and the red. The red is the midpoint between the 2 terminals on the 9 volts. So those tags there are the on-off button. If I press it, you might see the LEDs coming on. So pressing that is connecting black wire across there and blue wire across there. The LED itself is those 2 tags. So when we connect up there, we're coming up to the LED, through the LED, that track comes back down to there and across to there on that resistor. So the transistor over that side is nothing to do with the LED. So just switching that on, we're putting 9 volts across the LED, but that resistor is dropping it back down to whatever it needs, 3 volts or something for the LED. So we then follow the black up all the way round, and we come to one side of the transistor. We've got a couple of resistors on that transistor. One resistor comes from there to there. The other resistor goes from there to there. So what are we turning on? We know that these here are the forwards backwards on one side, and these here are the forwards backwards on the other side. But that transistor, that's going down to 1 there. These are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I still haven't figured out what that transistor does. Does it prevent us doing anything? We have got sound, but that appears to be actually in the bodywork, not in the controller. No, I can't figure out what that transistor does off the top of my head. I mean, it would appear to be linking to that pin 1, because that's the transistor. Collector base emitter, that's got to be the base in the middle. Yeah, don't know. Rambled on for far too long because we got completely sidetracked. I want to go ahead and try and 3D print a replacement for that. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.